2019 AUTOBACS Super GT Round 6 AUTOPOLIS GT300K race. Welcome to the third largest island of Japan's main islands. This weekend, we find ourselves in Kyushu, Oita Prefecture. The land of fire, we call it, due to the passion and sunshine. And it is a heaven of the onsens, the hot springs, great food, and dynamic culture. 皆さんこんにちは My name is Amy Izawa. I'm the former pit reporter of the past 5 seasons of Super GT. And today again, I will guide you through this exciting race. It's the 6th race of the season, the heaviest and the trickiest on this Autopolis track. So let's look at the starting grids of the 500s. Pole position, Keihin NSX GT Tsukakoshi is the starting driver. ARTA NSX GT Izawa. Realized Corporation Advanced GTR Jan Mardenborough will be starting. AU Tom's LC500 Kazuki Nakajima. Then we have Denso Kobelco Start LC500 with Heikki Kovalainen. Fast Sports Motul GTR Kohei Hirate. Keeper Tom's LC500 Nick Cassidy from New Zealand will be starting. Zen Thermo LC500 Yuji Tachikawa will be starting. Then we have Wet Sports Advan LC500 with Kunimoto. Motul Autec GTR with Roni Quintarelli from Italy. Then we have Motul Mugen NSX GT Hideki Muto. Here we have the champion car Raybrick NSX GT Naoki Yamamoto. Modulo Epson NXS GT with Narain Kartikian. Here we have the top of the ranking board, Waco's 4CR LC500 Oshima. Then we have Pulsonic Impulse GTR with Daiki Sasaki. Let's move on to the GT300 class, the starting grid. Pole position again, Hoppy Hachiroku MC with Sato. Saitama Topet Green Brave Mark XMC Wakisaka will be starting. Then we have D Station Vantage GT3 with JP De Oliveira from Brazil. And here we have Subaru BRZ R&D Sports Hideki Yamauchi. Good Smile Hatsune Miku AMG Kataoka will be starting. ARTA NSX GT3 Takagi. Then we have EVA RT Test Type X-Works GTR with Sean Tong. K-Tunes RCF GT3 Sena Sakaguchi. Realized Nissan Automobile Technical College GTR Hiramine. Then we have Gainer Tanax Triple AGTR Hoshino. Then we have Hitotsuyama Audi R8 LMS with Richard Lions. Cintium LM Corsa RCF GT3 Itomo Miyata. He just turned 20, congratulations. Then we have Leon Pyramid AMG Suganami, it's your debut race. Good luck with that. Advix Mahashaken MC86 Mahago, it's your home race with Hiraki. Run-up Livo GTR Aoki, Cintium Apple Lotus with Takahashi. Up Garage NSX GT3 Matsura will be starting. Then we have Modulo Kenwood NSX GT3 Ryo Michigami. Here we have McLaren 720S with Seiji Ara. Gainer Tanax GTR Yasuda will be the starting driver. Toyota GR Sports Furious Saga Koki. Manepa Lamborghini GT3 Motojima. Then we have Atto RCF GT3 Team Thailand. Huntum Kam will be the starting driver. Arnich AMG GT3 Yamashita. Then we have T-Dash Lamborghini GT3 with Andre Kucho. Toyota GR Sports Furious Nagai. Here we have Pacific Mirai Atari Naku Porsche with Mineo. Then we have RQ's AMG GT3 Wada. Last but not least, we have Shokumo Goen Fun GTR with Ida as starting driver. So we find ourselves at the AUTOPOLIS track. Air temperature 27 degrees, track temperature 33 degrees, and humidity is at 36 degrees. As you can see, the summer is almost gone. As for now, it is not raining, so I hope it will be a dry start. We will be looking forward to it. However, looking at the forecasts, we have a typhoon coming in into Japan, and maybe because of that it will be raining soon. It will start raining soon. That's what my radar is saying on my phone. However, okay, we have 5 minutes to go to the start. And we have the national anthem coming in from the Toing High School Brass Band from Hita City, Oita Prefecture. The national anthem performed by Toing High School Brass Band from Hita City, Oita Prefecture. So the race will be starting soon. So let's look at the series ranking first. For the GT500, it's the number 6 car, Oshima and Yamashita. Then we have the 37 keeper, Toms, Hirakawa and Cassidy. And there is a GTR 23 car with Matsuda and Quintarelli. Look at the heavy weight they're having. Did you see the mark? It was red. And looking at the 300 classes, we have the driver's ranking, which already went away, but we have the 55 car with Shinji Takagi and Fukuzumi, the 56 car Hiramine and Sasha Fenestras, and the 96 car Morionita and Sena Sakaguchi, the top 3 of the rankings. So, as I said, it's the heaviest race of the season. Usually the AUTOPOLIS race is happening at the 5th race of the season. However, this year we have it on round 6, which is quite new and, well, unusual, which means that we will have the maximum weight of the season on this track. Because the last 2 rounds will be, before that we have the opening declaration.
ただいまより2019オートバックススーパー GT 第6戦オートポリス GT300 キロレースの開会を宣言いたします。
It was the opening declaration by Executive Officer Mitsuya Minatogawa from AUTOBACS 7 Company Limited. All right, we're super close for the race to start. Let me get back to you with the weight handicap. So the next round in Sugo will be half-weighted, and the final round in Motegi will be with no weight at all. So, which means that this race is the race with the maximum weight. Talking about the 500 classes, we have, well, on the cars written, for example, for the number 6 Wako's car, they have a weight handicap of 120k. However, it's the rule of the Super GT 500 classes that once you exceed over 50 kilogram, it will be balanced off with a restrictor on the engine. So which means that actually the weight they have on the car is 50 kilogram plus the restriction on the engines. And there is a few steps, like you have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 of restrictions, and the number 6 car has right now the maximum weight and restrictions. As for the 300s, the maximum weight goes up to 100k. So the heaviest right now is obviously the top of the ranking board. Number 55 car, the ARTA NSX with 73 kilograms. Alright, so let's go into the parade lap, which is unique again for this. It's a Super GT thing that we have a parade lap of the police and our Super GT cars on the track. Well, usually we have the parade lap when it is good weather, and here we have good weather as for now. I don't know if you remember the opening game in Okayama, we did have to cancel the parade lap. So it's kind of good to have this opportunity to have this merge of the police of the Oita Prefecture and the Super GT cars. Do you hear the sound? Their sirens are on. That is, it kind of gives you goosebumps at first, because it's not a good thing when you hear a siren on the road, but this is a parade lap, so it's a parade, a good thing, I believe. So let me explain you a few things. We had the free practice before the grids, and there we had a red flag due to the 17 car, the Keihin NSX, which is the pole position of this race. They stopped all of a sudden, and there was a trouble, which was a sensor issue. The harness sensor just, shut down, and yeah, it was an electric issue. However, they did manage to get it back to track on time, so they can start as planned, which is good for them that they have the problem fixed and they can start from pole position. However, looking at the grid interview, both of the drivers, they did not have a happy face on their faces, so I hope that the issue is fully fixed and they can push as hard as they could. And another thing is that the number 12 car, the GTR, unfortunately, James Roster, who is the regular driver of this car, had some health issues, and there was a doctor stop, so he could not participate into the race, and hence Chio Katsumasa, who is a Nissan driver, is substituting him for this race. It happened 2 hours or 2-3 hours before the race, and we had an emergency conference with all the directors of all the teams, and they were all okay and supportive about Chio joining the race, only for this one, so that the number 12 car can participate actually. So we will see Chio Katsumasa in Super GT racing again. Let's see how he, without no practice, can perform on the track.